Let me begin by giving a spoiler warning for this video. I will be covering the post-game final map, and this includes the final boss, so you have been warned in advance of any further spoilers. I was the first person to reach 1 million Renown in Fire Emblem Echoes, and this is the method I use to beat the other players in the leaderboard. As you can see here, I'm basically covering the spawn points because these will not spawn the enemies I would like it to. This point right here actually spawns a Dread Fighter, but only one at a time. So I got it right over here, and this blocks the Medusa summoning Arcanists. And here we have Matilda, and you can see she has a 2-range weapon, meaning she cannot counterattack within point blank. And that allows these guys to go ahead and attack her without fear of retaliation. I have a Saint here, right next to her, which means Healing Light will be in effect. And you can see my defense is 39, their attacks are 35, 35, and 30, meaning they will deal 3 damage max, 5 damage heals off. Sonya stands here and she takes care of any stragglers from over here and over there. And we'll go over the enemies that we actually want to spawn here. But first, notice that the boss is here. Yes, big and scary. Wow, so scared. Not. His range is limited, and he will not come after me. You saw me beating him with Leon solo, and he never approaches me because I can just go and hit him right outside of his range, you see? But we're not gonna do that because we're grinding for Renown here. You can see we have a Vesta. These give 400 Renown each. And I'll go ahead and just disable the skip animations effect here, and we'll go ahead and let it begin. You can see it goes for my healer, but I don't care. And again, Matilda is not counter-attacking, but of course that's exactly what we want. This keeps the magic circle here blocked, and that means no Medusa, no poison zombies. The magic circle where the dragon here, the boss Grima, is standing is in fact a spawn point for fire and water dragons. Meaning, yes, let's keep it there, shall we? So the Vesta is 400, like I said. And there you go, 400 Renown just like that. Even more if you're on hard mode or playing on classic. You can see that I basically have a self-sufficient setup here. Everyone can just heal themselves. All I really have to do is keep skipping actions. And here we have Fafnir, fascinating enemy. It has 36 attack, 29 defense, and a 0 might fangs. It's extremely powerful, but then again, it falls very quickly to my team, as you can see here. That too is 400 Renown. It has a chance of dropping a Rusty Shield that becomes a Draco Shield. All the enemies here have notable drops at a very, very low percentage. The Vesta gives out a Brave Sword, which honestly I don't care that much about. But again, we're here for the Renown, not for the items. And I'll just go ahead and keep grinding here until we see everybody. Turn count stuck at 999, of course. Sometimes you'll not get a spawn because it's trying to do it in the magic circles that I do have blocked. Oh yes, Garuda. This guy has a chance of dropping a sword that becomes the Astra Sword, one of the best weapons in the game, meaning there is a chance you'll get it if you keep grinding like this. I unfortunately did not have such luck, but I will show you what I did get. If we go to the convoy here, I got a bunch of Lunas, more than I have capable bow-wielding units, honestly. Also of note, you can have a longbow user or anyone who can wield a lance right on that spot, except for Alm, of course, who can counter even with that because of his sword ability. Let's see, who else? Another Vesta. The final enemy is a Guardian. He's the one that drops the bows I just showed. And there we have it. That guy is 300 Renown, as is the Garuda. And he's actually pretty scary if I didn't have a good team, because 32 defense and all those hit points. But again, I do have a maxed out team, so that doesn't... Holy shit, I wasn't planning this. That's like 1.25% drop rate. I was not expecting to get this live, but it happened. Wow. Yet another one. That's really funny, honestly. Now that we have seen everybody, I'll go ahead and show the Grima being defeated and my subsequent gain in points. You go over there. This is why I prefer Sonya over Dean, by the way. Her ability to just warp. Now we have another warp. Let's do that again, using the against staff, of course. You can see I have the Lady's Sword on both of these characters. 2 OP, 4 me, 3 OP, 5 me. Yes, I know, such creative naming. So we'll have Katria use the Gradivus. 54 damage. $18 damage. This guy has so many hit points, but I can deal so much damage in return. Getting a Soliferum involves forging a Javelin to max and then forging it once more, by the way. That's the quickest way of getting one. As for the Lady's Sword, you get one of them in Chapter 4, and you can get more via the items DLC. I personally ran into only one more of them, though. I'm guessing it's a low percentage drop rate, something like that. Ooh, critical. But yes, I was not expecting that drop earlier while recording. That completely caught me off guard, and honestly, I'm still laughing a bit over that. The battle results screen accurately depicts just how much I've been grinding. You can see it as like 400, 300, 300, 400, etc., etc. And the characters are of course exhausted because they just killed thousands of monsters. We will leave the dungeon and show my Renown score. And there we have it. The 1 million Renown, first in Fire Emblem Echoes. I love beating games to such a point where I can get to be the first to do something completely unorthodox and be able to show how to do it better. I welcome people to use this method for grinding for the Astra and the Soul and whatever other weapons they would like to have. I welcome people to surpass my ranking. I'm sure that maybe in the future 1 million will be nothing. I know there is a cheat code to max it out, but right now I consider myself the top player without counting that. There was one Japanese guy who was formerly the best player, and I beat him. I saw him really going at it, trying to beat my score, but it seems he stopped after like 346k, and he saw I reached 1 million. I timed myself in terms of how much I was gaining, and I was peaking around 50k Renown an hour, which honestly is already a lot, because other than me and that Japanese guy, you can beat everybody else in like 6 hours of grinding like this. I spent, oh God knows how many hours, like 20 plus, 30 plus hours optimizing this, finding the intricacies for my method here. And you know what? It paid off. It really did. I was able to show you guys how I did it, explain it for those who want to try it out in the future, and become the first to do this. Thank you so much for watching, and please do leave a like and subscribe.